Morning everyone, Thursday the 11th or 12th. Who keeps track these days when every day's a Sunday? Exactly. I just wanted to show you around my local area in Swinton. There's the ambulance station. You've got your empty council car parks, of course. We're coming up the hill. What's this street called, Maya? Partington Lane. We head up towards Pleasantville, towards, you know, quite nicely laid out central Swinton. We are facing directly to the church, and then to the right, the Brutalist extension of the Swinton Town Hall. And everything looks great when it's blue and sunny and not raining. So we're going to pause it for a sec. We're going to critique the temporary traffic lights that they keep putting at the main junction over there. And we're going to have a look around some of the sights of Swintonia. You will see what the Swintonati like to do when they're in town. So, brutalism done right. Make sure the concrete isn't too dark. Make sure there's a uniformity in the windows. And you know what I did, guys? After many of you on my Brutalist Stopford House in Stockport video said, hey, they filmed Life of Mars on there. So I went back, had a look at the excellent Life of Mars, and within the first episode, yup, you're all right. Best viewers in the world. Anyway, used to be a COVID-19 test center here. You'll all recognize it. This is where angry taxi driver got the slap of Damascus. This is where various army camouflage people have tried to say, oh sorry, no, would you rather not film here? Thank you. And there I was, their context for Das Viewer. I thought the COVID-19 testing centre had been moved further down towards the St. Ambrose Roman Catholic School, but they have COVID testing porta cabins, ground floor. And I always thought, every time I walked past here in the last 9.5 years, coming up to a decade, I always thought Salford looked like a fish. Don't you think that looks like a fish? Something out of Finding Nemo?
No, I think it looks like a girl who's in black and white with hair.
A girl? She's got a big chin. No, this is not the church. This is a glass extension here outside the extended bit of Salford City Council. You got your clock tower. Where's the tower? Where's the gun? Where's the tower? Where's the gun? What was that? What was that? Was that Austin campus? Dallas? Fort Worth?
Why's that little
You what?
circle there? Why's that little circle
What circle?
on there?
On the clock tower?
Yeah,
At the top?
on the railing.
I don't know, just decoration. Anyway, many a rant done here over the... Oh, look! Maya, is it springtime?
No.
Here they come. My God, literally -4 last night. And you've got your...
Can I pick one?
No, because I'm filming. Wait, cut. So my viewers that watch every single video will have seen this before, but it always tickles me every time I come past. So you're coming here with your 2-week-old baby. It's -4 degrees Celsius outside. No prams, guys. Prams spread disease.
Dad.
Yeah. Okay, we're facing onto the green again. Flags at half-mast. I still believe it's for Sir Captain Tom Moore. What a guy! He raised a lot of money, and he did what he could. So we come round to the Lancastrian Hall and Central Library. This is brutalism done wrong, but and the reason they've not demolished it is because it's full of asbestos, and they don't want to poison us. Now, the asbestos is a insulator, which is also a natural mineral that's been used for thousands of years as a kind of padding and cladding and insulation.
I'm putting the flower in his ear.
Yeah, so Lancastrian Hall, some may argue that is so ugly, so awful, that it's actually amazing. But I don't think we're there yet. And as I tell our man here every day, he's jaded, forlorn. He wants lockdown to end. He wants to go to a pub with his mates.
He is literally wood.
He's been turned to wood by the lockdown, Maya. He wants to be a real man again.
Now before...
He wants to wish upon a star, rescue his daddy from the belly of the beast, stop his nose growing, and be a real boy.
No, it's...
Where's the tower? Where's the gun? Where's Isaac, this way. Anyway, the reason I started filming, obviously you've got church, town hall, shopping precincty thing, post office, and industrial area over there. Very well thought out little town. So this is the famous Swinton Square, built in the 1960s to be a pedestrianised high street for Swinton. Now this is again the 1960s futurism. Everything's blocky, very functional, and this all got renovated recently when Asda bought up. There's Asda. They bought up a big chunk of Swinton Square, and again, I don't know why it's not redeveloped. I mean, Pound World, as you can see, even Pound World couldn't make it here. It's times are tough. Boots says open as usual, but they're putting a brave front on it. Nothing is open as usual. So we're gonna head down towards a police station because Maya Leela says she has never seen a police station. I'm gonna show her the action, and then we're gonna have some closing remarks outside the church, and I'm gonna introduce Microchip Man. Okay, there's your town hall. So in the backdrop of your coronavirus, don't help the virus spread. COVID-19 thrives on human contact, as does love and affection. But hey, now, as promised, this is the dreaded poster for any driver in an urban area. You're trying to get from A to B, and when this junction is between a very short A to B, it can add another 5 minutes. And of course, you get your nervous drivers who keep letting the right turners turn right, and then you never get forward. It can create stress. So what I do, I use different junctions. I avoid this junction, and I'm sure many drivers in the UK will know what I mean. And of course, who could forget our proximity to the A666, the highway of the beast. And all these poor drivers, they got green for all of a few seconds, and you see the queue is gone. Anyway, the reason we're here, I just wanted to show you guys with the backdrop of the amazing blue sky. Graphic design done right. That's a great poster, and it actually makes me want to go in there and taste that food, because it's fun. Hello mate, how are you? Hey, viewers everywhere, good people. It's like Project Mayhem from Fight Club. When we eventually have to get started, we've got people in the police force, people in GCHQ, people in politics, we've got construction workers, we've got soldiers, we've got everything. Anyway, a bit edgy though, isn't it? Loaded 44, especially in a country that doesn't have handguns. Bit edgy. Proper propaganda. Show the spirit of Salford. Someone wrote a very interesting comment on my recent video, I think it was the Wilmslow one, that, now, just bear with me here. This is a comment, don't shoot the messenger. He said, man is created in the image of God, so we must now cover the image of man. And that's what the face mask does. Guys, if you want to see a country, just look up Noel Phillips, the airplane reviewer, when he goes to Tanzania, walking around the airport, the hotels, shaking hands, people in cafes, in bars and restaurants, all being normal. Has Tanzania suffered the statistical nonsense? No, they've not. Because the president of Tanzania, I don't think he was included in the worldwide Great Reset memos. He's not in the club. And so he's like, what? Here we are. The famous, the one and only, the indisputable law and order champion of Northwest Manchester. It's Swinton Police Station. Now, I would have lots of bad things to say for my police-hating viewers, but I must compare, we must contrast the GMP, Greater Manchester Police, GMP, with other police forces in the UK. Now, apparently GMP has been placed into special measures. That's like the retard class. You put the dunce's hat on. The retard class, they're falling behind, and the Home Office is going to try and sort out. Now, one of my, I don't like her, Priti Patel. I really don't like that government minister. She has said that she's going to come to Manchester and shout at them and probably bully them the way she did with those lowly civil servants. But credit where credit is due. I have been in many situations where GMP could have made my life a lot worse, and they used their discretion to not make my life worse. And I can respect that, because down in London, the Metropolitan Police, every tiny thing, every indiscretion, they use the maximum nonsense against me. And just to give you an example, the Metropolitan Police, once I was got in trouble for some public order nonsense on a Friday afternoon, and they cooked the books and kept me in solitary police cell until Monday morning. And that is not cool. Why did they do that, Maya? Because they're mean down in London, whereas Manchester, we like Manchester people. Do you know why? Because we are Manchester 24-hour party people. Just a quick one here. Everyone else in towns across the UK, this is Swinton Gateway. This was a renovated old building. I actually explored it inside, on the roof, etc. when it was abandoned a couple hundred videos ago. You can find it. But we're here at the church, and what always blows me away, these gateways, it's like NHS services, library, council, benefit checks, job centre. They call it a community hub, but it is a fake community hub. A real community is a bunch of people that share the same ideology, live together, grew up together. They can smoke outside pubs together. They can actually visit each other's houses and discuss things, discuss politics, discuss the future, discuss how the community's actually going. But all that's gone now. You're banned.
Oh, we are actually at the graveyard right now because I wanted to. And before, when I saw the pipes and that light thing, I said this. Who knew a church could be so modern? For me, lights don't really fit a church. Only candles do for some reason.
Okay, nice introduction from Maya Leela there. There's a particular gravestone that I really like the language of it. I'm going to try and find it. Silas Redford, 1884. Oh, this is the one I like, Maya, with the Celtic cross. For love's sake, remember. You know, for what other sake would you remember the people that you love? It's for love's sake. It's a higher calling. It's more true than true, love is. Now put that and smoke it, you epistemology-driven philosophers. Love is more true than true. So as promised, I wanted to introduce Microchip Man. Now, I come up with silly names for things, as everyone does. Some characters I see around Swinton. There's Bagman. He likes to hang out at those bus stops behind me by the church with his bags. Anyone from Swinton knows Bagman. Used to feel very sorry for Bagman, thought he was alone with his mental issues, but turns out he's very well cared for and very supported. He just likes to stand or sit at a bus stop looking through his cards with his bags, with his shopping bags. And I saw him with... Yeah, exactly. And I saw him with a family member playing patty cakes, smiling, giggling, hugging, loving. Now, then there's also the looker. I'm not going to talk about the looker because... Yeah, Maya, have I told you about the looker?
No.
Okay, good. Now the last one, the last character is Microchip Man. Here in Swinton, we have a vulnerable gentleman who is very paranoid. I think he has a few disturbances. Not a psychologist, this is armchair psychology. One sec. So Microchip Man, he's been banned from every supermarket, every shop around Swinton because he's a paranoid gentleman and he thinks there's an organized conspiracy to lock him up or destroy him, and he talks about his family and involved in this and that. I'll give you an example. So once I was somewhere else in Manchester and I saw him walking with his big heavy bag, and so I wound down the window and I said, "Hey, I'm heading to Swinton if you need a lift." Yeah, and I said, "I'll give you a lift." And he just stared at me, dropped his bag and goes, "Who are you? How do you know? How do you know where I'm going?" I said, "Dude, I'm sorry, man. I'm just offering you a lift. I've seen you sat down in Swinton." And he's like, No. So some people say this poor man is unhelpable because he's been approached many times, especially when it's been -3, -4 the last 2 nights. He's been approached by people who want to help him, but he may actually be unhelpable. He is locked in a conspiracy theory that everyone is trying to lock them up and destroy them. So everyone, even if they're literally saints, come out from the most sincere church on earth with love thy neighbor, let's help this son of God. He'd say, nah, you're part of the government conspiracy to lock me up. So I wanted to introduce this video because on its own it might appear a bit callous, a bit intrusive, but this message is really for Salford City Council behind me. You can't have people this disturbed, this worried, and let's be honest, this alcohol fueled, walking around. I've spoken to people here in Swinton who say that they are scared when they walk past them. He scowls at people's children. And again, if he is mentally disturbed, it's not his fault. He is not morally bad, he is ill. And we need to help him. So all that tax I pay to you guys behind me, for you to all sit at home because the car park's empty, you need to help out Microchip Man. Now, it takes someone needs to come out and say this, because most people are like, oh no, don't do anything. But I don't ignore these problems. Oh, come on Isaac, we'll be home in a sec. And so, Salford City Council, SCC, you need to sort this out before an atrocity happens, because people that disturbed, that paranoid, all it takes is one trigger, especially when there's alcohol involved. So let's not deal with the problem once the atrocity happens. Let's deal with it beforehand. This is Charlie Veitch from Swinton, from Thursday on some date in early February. So in my excitement there to introduce Microchip Man, I forgot to explain why I refer to him as Microchip Man. Is that he speaks very openly that he believes, it's a deeply held belief, he believes that the government has placed a tracking and mind control microchip in his mind. Hence the nickname. All right, we're here at the Morrisons. It's the second supermarket car park we found some drama in. There's a guy who I've nicknamed Microchip Man. Because they think yeah, there he is in the great...
The government put a microchip in his brain, I think.
Maya, you're a genius. You're a genius, Maya. Microchip Man, who believes the government has placed a microchip in his brain. Classic sign of paranoid schizophrenia.
Yeah.
He has been banned from every shop in Swinton because he... And look at them, they're all there. All the security, all the managers, all the staff trying to deal with Microchip Man.
Microchip never stands down.
And kids, I'm not mocking him. I feel very sorry for him because he has... a condition which means that he's not able to act normally. So he thinks everyone's against him. And... yeah, let's just see what happens.
I see Grandad! Is that accent resemble Cowan?
Oh, here comes the manager. Here comes the police.
Oh,
Dad, don't!
Leo, honestly, nobody can tell I'm filming, my boy. I do admire your morality.
They'll just think you're taking pictures.
Leonidas is very respectful of people's privacy, and he doesn't like to cause trouble because he's a really nice boy.
Like me.
Like you're a really nice girl, yeah, like you, but a girl.
We've been trying some woodwork.
Oh, I think a nice Samaritan is trying to calm down the Microchip Man.
Yes, they think.
And we've had an ally walk past, and we're like, did you see what's going on? Apparently, Microchip Man is smelling like a brewery. He's had quite a lot to drink, poor guy.
We have garlic pizza.
We do have garlic pizza, don't we, Maya?
Yes. And I don't know what the bottom pizza is. Flavoured. I don't like that my only flavoured pizza is garlic sauce.
What I want to know is, how does Microchip Man get alcohol when he is banned from all the supermarkets?
He probably went to a different country by sneaking on a plane.
No,
Do you reckon he went on a booze cruise to France?
No, he probably walked all the way to a different town.
Mm-hmm.
He probably did that.
Yeah, he would have gone to a different town with a different supermarket.
That cool. Not playing mantises, just more good things.
More insects.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what? I want to see if I can get the colony of the queen ant that we've got and the workers to get really successful first. Do you not want
Yes,